Welcome in the Universe community. My name is Sanjita Pandey and our topic for today is who is a good teacher? As a child, I used to enter the principal's office with my new poetry. I went to the principal's office just to show her my poems and she was full of appreciation for those poems. Oh, you have composed them so well. It made me feel so good. It was very encouraging. Then I went with another poem and the dialogue was the same. So I related this incident to one of my friend who lives in a metro city, and her daughter also thought of showing her write-ups, her small essays to her principal, and there she went to the principal's office with all her write-ups, and the principal saw one of her essays and started correcting the spelling mistakes in tense, and then she put those red circles all over and handed over the essay back to her. The child did not feel really good. So what is the difference between these two teachers? One was appreciative. You make the child, your student, feel worthy. And even if this child is not perfect, not very good in the subject, still this person, because you feel appreciative of her work, because you have made this child feel worthy, what happens is this child will do everything to come up to your expectations, and now there will be drastic improvement in whatever this child may be doing. So this is how you can just appreciate and encourage to see all the improvement that any teacher would like to see in her student. My friend was relating about two maths teachers. So one was really qualified, but his problem was he never understood what his students did not understand. What are you not able to understand? I just cannot make out. This is so easy, because he really knew maths well. Then there was another teacher in the same school. This teacher could not solve any of the sums in one go. Every time he made a mistake. But this made the students really interested, because as soon as he started solving any sum, they knew this person is going to make a mistake and we are going to catch him doing that. And there was drastic improvement in the marks of every student in the class, because maths class became the most interesting class. And it is possible that this teacher used to do it on purpose. So they were all interested. They wanted to catch him going wrong somewhere. And everybody was so attentive. So who is a good teacher? Somebody who can make you interested in a subject. Who can understand, yes, you have an aptitude for this subject. This is where you have to hone your skills. And he'll help you to really come up in something you are actually interested in. This teacher will be full of love for his students. This teacher will have a lot of patience. A good teacher will be appreciative and encouraging of his students. And this teacher is going to answer your queries, no matter how trivial they may look. My daughter used to go to a tuition class, and there one of the students asked, what is a perimeter? This is a very simple question for a 12th grader to ask, but the teacher was so sweet. She just did not look surprised at all. She just answered the question. Sum of all sides, that's it. And this solved the difficulty of some other students who were actually scared to ask and did not know the answer. So instead of getting angry, instead of scolding and judging your students, it is much better to just answer the question. Another attribute of a good teacher is that such a teacher is going to make everything complex, difficult into simple, so that his or her student finds it easy to learn, to understand. So everything will be done from the point of view of the student. The knowledge must be shared with the student in a simple way. And who can make something simple? Only somebody who has actually understood the subject. When you really know the subject well, you can simplify the subject. So it also shows that the teacher has good skill and has mastered the subject. Another thing is, this teacher is going to take responsibility for the student. If a doctor is not able to treat his patient well, you blame the doctor. You say this doctor was okay. If a lawyer is unable to win a case, you say the lawyer could not win the case. But when a student doesn't do well, what happens is all the blame is on the student. The parents blame the student. He doesn't study, she doesn't study. The teacher blames the student. It is high time that all the teachers take responsibility for their students. PTA should not be about the student. It has to be about the teacher. Because if you have actually made the subject simple, at least the child should be able to pass the subject. So, the onus on why a student is not able to do well in a subject should be on the teacher. Because in every profession, if something is not going on right, the skill of that professional is taken into consideration, but not for the teachers. So it is high time PTA should be not about the students, it should be more about the teachers. Every child must be able to pass in the class. Every child must have basic knowledge of every subject. And some people are of the belief that rote learning is actually not needed at all. All you have to do is find your aptitude. What are you good in? What comes easy to you? Become a master in it and open your own enterprise. That's it. And life is easy. So you are doing something you love. You are not doing a job. You are actually pursuing your hobby and you are getting paid for it. That is what you call as bliss. And then you are your own boss. That will never tire you because you have much aptitude in it and you find it easy to do. This is what every individual should actually learn to do so that you don't waste your formative years in rote learning, in just theoretical knowledge, and you miss out on practical aspect of life. Another attribute of a good teacher is that a good teacher will always be a good student. It is very important for every good teacher to keep learning. You must be open to new knowledge, to new technology, to everything new that is being added in society. So, you have to be ready for change. So, a good teacher will be a good student, and we are all perpetual students. There is always something to learn for everybody, irrespective of age. You can learn from a child, you can learn from nature, you can learn from conversations, you can learn from people who are doing wrong what not to do. They teach you what not to do. When you see somebody unkind, you know what kindness means. You must be kind. This is what you learn. And so everybody you meet has something to teach you. So listen more and speak less so that you are able to gain new knowledge instead of just venting out your own point of view all the time, because then you don't learn anything. You're only telling what you already know. In a school, all the students came up to a teacher and said, "This child steals and so he is a bad example for all of us. So you must ask this child to leave." Guess what was the teacher's answer? The teacher said, "If you all like to leave, you can leave, because this child actually needs me. I will teach this child what not to do." So this should be the attitude of a teacher. Not going along with those who are toppers, with those who are doing well, but also taking care of those who need some more help. So that requires a lot of patience, kindness, and when you believe in your student, the student starts believing in himself or herself. That is the power of a teacher. You are all inspiring. The students look up to you for guidance and they emulate you. You must not only teach them the skill, but also you must have those personality traits which make them good human beings. Because more than your profession, more than the skill and all that we acquire here, it is more important that first and foremost we become good human beings. Happy Teachers' Day to all of you. So, even those who are teachers, they must remain students forever, because only a good student will become a good teacher. This is all. Thank you so much, Inner Universe community. My love and blessings are always with you. I send you my love and blessings, and I wish abundance, peace, good health, and lot of love in your life. God bless you. Namaste.